I can't wait to show you guys what we're going to work with tonight. It's going to be fun. All right, y'all, here is our bunny. Look how cute this bunny is. And we're going to be using him on a wreath today. I'm going to bring this camera down a little bit. This one's a little high. I got to move one around. So welcome. If you have never been here, welcome. It's Keleas here. Good to see you. I'm sure you're used to seeing my videos and all the things, but tonight we're going to be creating live together. So I'm hoping you can see the project pretty good. The Facebook feed is a little close up. I'll try to get y'all down a little bit. It's cracking me up. So hello, good to see you, Jordan. Good to see you. I'm playing with all the themes, getting all the feeds going. All right, I think that one might be a little bit better. There you go. So hopefully you can see wherever you're watching. I'm gonna try to get this one over a little bit. Turn it. All right, I'm doing good, Jordan. How is Valentine's going? My friend Jordan has been selling a whole bunch of Valentine goodies in his part of Texas, so it's kind of exciting. Hopefully it's going great. We're working on Easter tonight here, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing that with you. So welcome if we've never met before. We're so glad you're here. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe wherever you're watching. And today we're gonna work with this cute little bunny base. And the video, I'm gonna teach you guys in the style I do in design school. And hopefully that helps you kind of get an insight to what happens in class. And our class is only open up a couple of times a year for new students. And that time is coming up, so I want you to see exactly how we do everything in there. So I'm gonna kind of get started. Now, our wreath we're gonna use today is we're texting out too. If you wanna get on the text list, you're gonna go to textkeleas.com to grab a spot, and we're gonna text you guys out that you can watch us live. Wherever you like, I'm live everywhere right now, so wherever you wanna watch should be good. This is kind of a larger 18-inch wreath base. And I picked that one out because I want to use this really kind of a large size bunny. And I think we're going to kind of tuck her into the side over here. And that way I can take and leave a lot of room for a bow and all the fun florals. We're going to have so much fun. So I'm going to put her in first. I got to find my awl. I poked her. Oh, here she is. And we'll get this started. So come on in if you're just getting here. Tell us hello, where you're watching from. I'd love to know that. I'm going to poke some holes in the back to help get this placed in and get a cable tie to put it in. But we are doing all the things in design school. We've been heavy duty on Easter for quite a while already, and it's fun when you get right into the heart of the season creating. I love that. So what I'm trying to do is get that to come right through the back. And sometimes with a cable tie it wiggles around. Yeah, got it through. There it is, went right through. So I'm going to take and attach that like right over here. And we're going to put it on the side. So pardon my back for a second. I'm going to try to put it in right in this area. Let's go in here. And we'll just tuck it in, I think, a little bit. I want to make sure it's not going to be too far over. But I like things with a lot of dimension and movement and all that stuff. I love to teach that. So we'll get our first spot in to hold this big old bunny on here. Get in there, baby. And now I'm just going to bring her little tail over, and then we'll tuck this down a little bit. So by having like 2 attachment points, you can control the angle you want it to be at. Just do one at a time too. Hello from Tennessee. I love it. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for being here. All right, I'm going to punch this one in too. A little bit smaller. Well, thanks for being here, guys. I usually, most of my videos are done recorded and come out for you guys to see on replay. But tonight I'm live with you, hanging out. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. I may not be able to see them all while we're live, but we'll get back to you if we can. I'm gonna have to flip it over, y'all, because I can't get it to go in as easy as I want it to. problems. The good thing is use those brown cable ties. You can see them coming. The bunny is getting attacked. He just wanted a little piercing, a little minor piercing. He wants tattooed. Look, he's already got all these great tattoos on the front. This bunny's feeling cute. The reason I like this one is because it's literally got all the colors. We got a great 4-inch ribbon we're going to use with it tonight, but it's literally got all the colors that go with so many of the different Easter ribbons. So it's like a no-brainer. Okay, he's kind of leaning a little to the right, but what we're going to do is I'm going to get a hanger on here, and we'll get him straightened up. We'll get him the way I want him. So we're going to rotate him over just a little bit. See, and then I've got like a natural little zone here for the bow. We'll be able to put that in. So I'm going to flip this around and get our hanger in. So I kind of have a place where he won't wobble too much. So I make my little U and just flip that up, and now we put our hanger on. Hello there, Dottie. Thank you. Hi, Jane. Good to see you. Hi, Joyce. Hello, everybody, wherever you're watching from. Christy's here and Brenda. Thank you guys for being here. Okay. All right. Okay, perfect. Now, before I even get too crazy with a bunch of floral, I'm going to go up a little higher so all the cameras can see. Well, eventually it'll balance out in a minute. I want to go ahead and get our bow going here. Here is our bow, and I'm going to use the ribbon, this 4-inch ribbon. So it's nice and full. So I'm going to take and make the bow for you guys right here together. I think I want pretty long tails. Now in design school, when I'm doing bows, I'll have the bows on their own separate video, and we put that in the portal for you. And the reason we do that is so I like to think of our classes and our videos kind of like you can resource different things for different projects. And I love that because then you can see a bow you like in one project, and then you can totally come back and utilize that bow design for another project. So you can kind of cut and paste your designs. So I always do the bow videos separate than the whole tutorial. So that way you can use bows in different, you can cut and paste what you want for your designs. I love that. All right, I'm going to do a couple of loops. So far I've got 2 on one side, 1 on the other. And I'm twisted. Might as well just throw this ribbon on the ground. It's not gonna behave. Yeah, this particular design is not a kit, but we do have a supply list for it. So if it's something you want to grab the supply list for, just ask in the comments. And I will get back to you. Reply. Okay, let me get a cable tie and we'll come right in the middle. So I got it pretty simple. It's 4-inch ribbon, so it's nice and juicy. So I'm just stacking the 2 on top of each other. 1 big loop, 1 small loop. Let's bring that in. Are you all having a great Valentine's Day? Of course you are if you're hanging out with me. You are. You're gonna have a great day if you're hanging out with me. Hopefully your special loved ones are giving you some type of treat, treating you special. If not today, sometime this week. All right, I'm fluffing these. I'm just trying to make sure they kind of match. So we just went simple with it's big, thick, beautiful ribbon, so we don't have to go too much to make a really nice impact. Let me grab my scissors and we will trim it down. Good to see you guys. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. Oh, you're having steaks? I love it. I love it. Steaks are on the menu. That's awesome, Trisha. So this ribbon, okay, if you guys aren't familiar with us, we have an entire website where we sell every supply you see us use. And we sell the components, we sell the ribbon, all of that. So it's Keleas.com. That's the name of our page here on TikTok. You can Google Keleas, K-E-L-E-A-S, or you can use any of the links here to take you directly. If they're clickable, it just depends where you're watching. We're streaming all over right now. So, hi Triple D, hi Heather. Good to see you guys. And Rebecca's over here. Nice. I can't see everybody in the groups or on YouTube, but welcome. So glad you're here. Okay, so I just got a really pretty thick bow, really simple. In design school, I teach specifically about lines, movement, transitions, all that kind of stuff, so you can become a really great designer. And you don't learn just how to do one project, but you learn how to use those principles for every design you do over and over. So one of the things we do is we pick a transition point, and that's kind of where the eye's going to shift and how we create lines. So it just depends on what you want to do, but on something like this, kind of great to have a bow down low right here, or you can go up high. I think we're just safe going right here with really, really pretty tails. First time watching? Oh, thank you so much, Denise. So glad you're here. So let's bring this one in and go low. The only thing I want to do is I want to kind of cover the center of this bow, and I think I'm just going to use some solid pink in there. I'm going to use just a little bit of this. This isn't on the supply list, but this is just a solid pink. Okay? If you want to add it, Nicole, we could. It's just in case anybody wants it. It's item number 983-109-28. 983-109-28. So that's our item number on the website, guys. But we'll have it all on the supply list, so you don't have to find anything, okay? Isn't it pretty? I love this really bright pink. It looks really pretty in here too. So I'm just going to put down in the middle. It's a little bit different pink, but it's not going to matter because it's going to look cute in there. Thank you, Nicole. Our website is Keleas.com. So if you're new, Keleas.com. So when you go on Google, you put in Keleas.com, you're going to come to our website. And if you've never been there before, you're going to see some really easy buttons to help you kind of get familiar with our site. And when you're ready to join design school, we have all the things to take your creating to the next level. I've been working years to get all this stuff done, guys. But when you first come there, you're just a new follower. You're like, Keleas, I need to know more about you. If you will go to supply lists at the top, it'll take you into a bunch of our latest projects we've done. If you come to one that's password protected, all that means is it's for design school, so they get special stuff protected. They get first dibs at products. So just go to another one and you can check it out and you can see. And in that supply list are all the links to everything we do. So you can go watch the videos. You can see the blog posts. We have a whole blog. You can just go and get lost and have fun in there. But I teach floral design with silk flowers. And then I also help you teach and learn to sell your items on Etsy. And I love that too. Because then I can help you not only create, but learn to sell and do all the social media and all the things. So we have a little bit of everything. So I'm putting my bow in first. I just got a really pretty bow. Let me curl in these tails and cut that. And then we're going to start to add in the florals. Now sometimes I put the bow last. Today it's going to be first. All right. Let me curl these dudes up because I'm going to make them really pretty on the end. All right. Oh, thanks so much. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you. I'm just going to cut this neat. Yeah, in design school this week we did some really cool, there are centerpieces that use this really neat obelisk planner. So cute. I love it. All right, I'm just curling these up. You curl them up or down or vice versa. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks. I'm so glad you're here. My family's doing great. Thank you for checking on them. Everybody's good. Everybody is good. All right. Now with 4-inch ribbon, which we used in here, you can do so many fun things with it because I can make it have a lot of movement. I can curl it up and move it down. It's fun to play with. Or if you just want to go classic, you can just straighten out the wire and just keep it nice and straight. You can play a lot with it. All right, let's get going with our greenery. We're going to look at it next. Okay. Yeah, our design school is our class that we have. It is where I teach you virtually every week how to learn the principles of floral design so you can make your own designs. So if you've never seen me on the platform you're watching me on, you know, make sure you're liking, subscribing, following, all the things so you can see all the things we have to offer. All right, we have a lot of new viewers, so I want to make sure you understand what's going on over here, which you can't see off camera, okay? This is a glue skillet, and you can see it right now, everybody? I think everybody can see it. So the glue skillet is a way you can apply hot glue to things without like pulling a trigger on a glue gun, and it's really easy to go ahead and dip our stems in there and put them in our wreath base. You're going to see me doing that a lot. You might be familiar with that if you've done wreath making before. You may not, but that's what I'm going to be using. Okay, and it's off to the side here because it's not pretty. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks for all the love. Now this is our fishtail fern. Fishtail fern is one of my exclusive greeneries we have made just for us on Keleas.com. I like to use it where I stagger the pieces. So one will be a little taller, one will be a little shorter. And then once I do that, I trim them to where they're equal. All right? So let me do that. Let me trim it. And let's start putting these in. Now, generally when we do a design, we do what we call setting the perimeter. And so what that means is setting like the baseline of how big I want this wreath to be. And I generally do that with greenery. Now, when I'm teaching, sometimes we break that rule and we do it a little bit differently. But in general, we're doing setting the perimeter with the greenery. So that's what we're doing first. So I'm going to keep putting this in. If you need to find the ribbon I'm using, it's on the supply list for this project, okay? So if you're on the website, Keleas.com, just go to supply list. This is the most recent supply list. And you'll see all the supplies laying there on the table, on the image, and you just click in. Click in and you're there. So let's put some more in. I'm ready to dip these in. Hi, Janet. Hey, Alyssa. Good to see you. All right, we're going to keep putting some greenery around the outside. Now, that's the fun part because you can go as big or as small as you want. You could go way out and enjoy that, or you can keep it tight to the base. You have all kinds of options. Hi, Leanne. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here watching. Thanks for being here. Oh, from South Dakota. Fantastic. I dare ask, how cold is it there? Hopefully you're having a warm front. Hopefully it's not too bad. All right, let me keep, I like using these in twos. I think it's just easier to place them in. And then automatically you get a good shape rocking. So I'm going to come out from under the back of the bunny over here. Now another thing I do is if I can see like some of my glue showing, I take and put a little bit of Spanish moss on there. That's something a little bit different, but I enjoy like covering my mechanics as I go, not after. All right. Anytime you want to head over to my Etsy shop and check it out, especially if you're new, we've got like 45,000 sales on there, and a lot of those are wreath making supplies. But what you don't know is about 12, 13,000 are just wreaths. We've sold thousands and thousands of wreaths online. It's probably actually more than that by now. But that's used to be all I did was make wreaths and sell them. And then what happened is people started asking me, how do you do this, Keleas? Show me how. So that's what's pretty cool to be able to. Now we've had our design school for 6 years already. And when people ask how, I can actually help show you how, right? Yeah. So if you need a clickable link to the supply list, you can head over to YT on our page, and there's a clickable link right there for you to see what we're doing, okay? All right. Okay, let's come in here. greenery's in, I'm going to start with my next piece I want to do is I'm going to work with these daisies. This is a really good color palette. I've got creams and pinks, light pink, so that goes perfectly together. I've got 2 bushes of this on here. Now, I take and push up the greenery on this because I don't mind it, but I don't love to have it way down on the stem. I kind of like it up by the head. This is the head of the flower, and so if you push up the greenery up under the neck, right there, you kind of push it up, it just creates a little prettier bloom. Kind of cluster it up together. Okay? Thanks for following. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the sharing and following all the things. All right, I'm going to cut this all down. Cutting it down. So here's our first bush. And one of the things I like to do is take and pre-cluster these before we even go in. So I'm not just randomly shoving them in. I'm thinking about all my placement as we're going in. So I'm going to take, and I'll do like a pink with a cream would be nice. I think that would work. And we're going to do them in 3s. So how about a dark pink, a light pink, and a cream in one cluster. So I'm going to make that cluster before I even get ready to trim and put them in. Okay? And then I'll trim that off and we'll start going in. Good evening. Good to see you two from Kentucky. I love it. I'm in the Houston area, guys. If you're new, welcome. The easiest way to keep up with all the things we're doing is get on our text list. And that's textkeleas.com, and you can sign up and get on there. Because then we'll just send you a text. We pay for the text to you. So all you got to do is just opt in and you're good to go. I rock the blonde. Thank you. It was like the gray was coming, Susan, and when the gray was coming, we were like, we're gonna do something about that, right? Hi, Mary. Good to see you. All right. Take and bend these. So I'm making every cluster as I come in here. This is going to be so cute. Let's kind of come down. And then I put a little bit of moss in there because I want to kind of stabilize those stems too. Every time I go in. You don't need a lot, just a little bit in there. We'll make another one. I like mixing, I like doing one of each color. Just makes it pretty easy. There we go. Yeah. That's one good thing about having the wires and everything is you can take and manipulate them how you want. And all that magic can come together. All right, so you see that? Now I'm just going to put that in the glue and put it on in. Let's come in here above. Honey Bunny and Kaya swung by and picked me up a cute candle for Valentine, which was very sweet. Kaya wanted to get it for me. Of course you did. Thought that was cute. All right. Okay, so we worked above the bow as our first part of the transition. All right, so now we're going to shift direction to work this way. All right, so that's something that you have to adjust with in every piece you do, so you have a kind of a flow going. Hi, Joanne. I'm so glad to see you. I'm just going to push those leaves up again. Oh, that was bound to happen. I decapitated it. I pushed a little too hard. There we go. It's back on. So what is on your dinner agendas tonight, guys? Especially if you're treating your loved one. What's the plan? Okay. I'm going to keep separating them into my little clusters. I think I'm going to do, let's change it up a little bit. Let's go 2 dark pink and a white. Thanks, Karen. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. Oh, Bonnie, my wedding ring. So a stone fell out of it, actually. The diamond, the main diamond fell out of it. And I actually just haven't gotten it fixed yet. So it's on the list to do, you know. Get it repaired. It's okay. The marriage is intact. Hi, Lori. All right, I'm just putting a little moss back here. Oh, I like that because that's like foofy at his booty. His little tail. Okay, I did 2 darks and a light. Let's do 2 lights and a cream again. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to open these up. I'm going to keep going here. Now I put my bow here. So we're just going to kind of pull it out of the way a second. I'm going to go right into there with my next cluster. So these are kind of going down, pointing down. Let's go in here. Right, I'm going right below the bow. And then I'm going to put a little moss in there too. I usually just take my moss and roll it into a little ball. And then I use that ball to cover the glue, but also to hold the stems in tight in the frame. All right, let's bring this over. I think we got a good start. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clusters starting. And I do have some extra heads over here too. A few left, and I have a little bit of greenery we'll bring back in a little bit. Another big element we're going to use are these berry clusters because they're so cute, and I love these things. Look at these. Ooh, these are going to be so good in here. So I want to use these nice and clustered, like a full berry when I do them. So I'm going to take and start to kind of bend them. Anytime you get florals that have the wire in them, which is stuff we sell on Keleas.com, I'm always trying to make sure it's got a really strong wire. And the more extended the wire goes through the stem, the better that is for us, because then we can add that little bit of detail. So I'm going to use these where we use a couple above the bow, and we'll use 1 below, okay? So these are pretty thick to cut, but when they have these little serrations in the stem, if you can see them, all right, that's where you can come and cut it. All right, so I'm going to do that on all 3 of these. So when you cut it, it's a little easier to cut there. So if you've ever wondered, why do they have that? That's why. So we're going to get everybody moving. Thank you, Bonnie. I'm glad you liked it. Mexican is y'all's favorite food, Vicki? Oh, nice. Sounds delicious. Oh, fresh guacamole, too. Nice. Yummy. That would be a winner in our house also. Okay. What just fell out? Oh, a little flower. That's okay. So I'm going to cut these up that little line, and then they're a lot easier to cut. Thanks, Paula. This bunny swag we did in design school. This one over here we did in design school. Matter of fact, we did 1, 2, all of those in design school behind us. I was filming pink projects today. So when I'm going to film a bunch of projects at once, then I kind of set the background to match. And so we have pink going on today. Hence the pink shirt, right? All right, everybody's got a good movement. Now we're going to start to go between each cluster. And I really want these berries to kind of lean in. They're going to come towards the bunny itself, all right? And it's okay if they touch the bunny. We call that breaking the plane in design school. And what it is, basically, you're overlapping different elements. So important in your designs. And if you're watching this now or on the replay later, just let us know if you need more information about design school or you need the supply list for this project. We'll be happy to help you find it. We've got lots of inspiration on our website or our blog, Keleas.com. You can go check it all out. Okay, so this one's going to come in here, right above the bow. So I'm going to do the same thing. We want everybody kind of moving over to that side. So we'll keep moving it. Thank you, Paula. Thank you so much. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Vicki. This is an 18-inch wreath base. And you can always go to our website and find exactly what we used in the project. And I would love for you to purchase from us and buy from us. But even if you just want to go there to get, you need to get the supplies, you want to make it, maybe you already have the supplies in your stash, you can still go to the supply list to help you find what's on there, okay? This particular project is a supply list. Sometimes we have kits. We've had a lot of Easter kits that have been coming out recently. Fun ones, bunnies, all the door hangers. All right, I'm gonna have that kind of pop in there. That's pretty. Now, I'm gonna move this guy up a little bit. And we're gonna come work on this bottom section right now. And the next set of berries, I'm gonna have kind of trailing out the bottom here because I get all excited about stuff coming out the bottom. It gets all exciting. All right, come on here. I am going to go right down here and pop it right at the bottom. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And I'm going to pull this back. So a lot of people ask, Lee, how do you plan out your projects? How do you plan out design school? And what happens is we plan, you know, basically 6-8 months ahead, planning for our projects, what we're going to be teaching and doing in class, what we're going to be doing on the public page where you guys are all watching right now. And that way we have beautiful, cohesive looks that go together. And if you ever shop with us on our live sales, I try to have all the products that coordinate and go together. So you will purchase things, you will use them, you'll create them, and kind of I hope, my hope is that you start to enjoy the process of creating, and you enjoy using artificial florals and wreath attachments to create beautiful pieces. And you get the peace that that brings, because that just literally brings me so much stress relief and peace. And I just love to spread that. You know, it's hard to describe, but it is just such a neat thing. I used to tell Richard when I get home from work, I'd be like, I got to get out there in my happy place. And that means in my workroom, creating and just enjoying that whole process of creating. So I love it. So you can see already when we put the berries in, how they kind of covered up some good amount of real estate. We already get a lot of nice depth we're working with. We're going to come back in, and this is kind of like a greenery filler flower combo. It's got both. And I'm going to cut this stem rather than tear it. So the way we do that is I'm going to cut these. I want them a little bit longer than they come here. If I just tear them, they're going to be a little too short. So I'm going to trim them and cut them, okay? Thank you, Kathy. How can you get to the supply list? If you just go to Keleas.com, and if you're on mobile, you just click the little hamburger. There'll be a link for, if you don't know what a hamburger is, that's the 3 lines that stack up. Boom, boom, boom. They're on every website. We call them the hamburger. If you click that, there will be an option for supply list. And if you are watching on a platform that allows clickable links, we put a link in there for you. Okay, so you can just click and shop. Hi, Max. Good to see you. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Amanda. Happy Valentine's. Thank you. Oh, Gail, thank you so much. I'm so glad you like that. You love the supplies, Bonnie? Oh, thank you guys. I work hard to tell a story with my designs, and I also try to tell a story for you guys to be able to create pieces together. I have a background of doing craft shows, and I learned quickly if you could tell a story with your whole craft booth, how valuable that will be to your shopper, and how that will get them more. They'll get you more than the one sale. They'll want the wreath. They'll want the coordinating centerpiece. They will want the mailbox swag, and maybe they can't buy all that at once, but the fact that you can do all that reminds them, hey, next time I'm coming back, and this time I want a swag, or I want a garland, or all of that type of stuff. But when I first started creating, it was just strictly because I love doing it, right? You know? Yeah, I'm live everywhere, so if I'm not looking directly at you, it's because there's several cameras streaming at once. So I'm never going to be looking at exactly at the right camera, because not all platforms play together. All right, so we're going to use this in between our other greeneries, and we're going to break up our floral clusters. That's what this piece is for, okay? So I'm going to start to bring this in. And this is going to help create more dimension, depth. My design school students, my Keleas Blue Merinos, they get tired of me saying more depth and dimension means more money, but that's just what it means. Frankly, the more you can create that depth, the more you're going to be able to demand for your product and your finished work. Okay, so I started with that one there, and let's work right behind it, right here. Kind of bring this one. This is a kind of a little longer piece. I'm going to bring it in here. Let it kind of pop out. Perfect. Now let's come back to the middle. So you can see already we're starting to build up that dimension. And the only thing I want to remind you is if you can see your glue, you've got to clean it up, pop some moss on it. We don't want to see that. We want all of our mechanics to be hidden all the way. This one's a little long. I'm going to trim it a little shorter. Hi, Karen. Happy Valentine's Day. Hi, Patricia. She says, I'm in design school. I'm a hobbyist. I don't have a business. Keleas a fantastic teacher. Thank you, Patricia. I love that. I love it. You just love getting in there and creating. I love that. But we've got a lot of students like that. And for those of you who are just on YouTube and you don't want to be on the FB, we have it where our portal, we put our lives in the portal also, so you can access them there. You don't have to be part of the Facebook community unless you want to. Okay, here's my bow, all pretty poofy there. Now, I've got to come through with the filler flower down here at the bottom now. Thank you so much. I'm glad you love my videos. Yay! That makes me feel so good. You guys are spreading me the love tonight. I love that. Thank you, Karen. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my hair. Thank you. I never knew I was going to like being a blonde. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I was not liking that gray. And you know, God does that to you where he gives you that gray right in front. I'm like, put the gray in the back. I wouldn't even notice it. But, I mean, literally, it was coming right here. We took care of that. I should be proud of that gray, right? Okay. I've got that one here. Let's come up and around. I'm going to come on this side all the way up. Right behind Mr. Bunny. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. So cute. I love that. Okay. Got two more left. All right, and I really kind of want to start to work it around the bow. I like to soften the lines of the bow, so I'm going to bring this up a little bit again, and we're going to work in bow land right now. So the bow is 4-inch ribbon. It's beautiful, but it's kind of, it doesn't feel worked into me yet, so that's what we're going to work in. I want to work it into the design where it's not like out on its own. Kind of, I call that softening the edges, basically. And we're going to do that by breaking the plane here and overlapping the greenery with the ribbon. And it just makes it feel like it's in a garden. I love this spray. I had already picked to use this on the video tonight, and somebody was buying a bunch of it today on the website, and I was like, huh, wait a minute, I need that for the video tonight. That's all right. They left some for you guys, but not much. Oh, thank you. Right, Linda? Yes. Hey, that's okay too. I'm sure one day I'll let it just be all natural. But I figure I never really had my hair dyed or anything till I was older, so I'm like, I can do it. All right, let's bring the poofy loops up here. Now I'm going to add a little bit in above the bow now, okay? So the rule is the transition occurs at the bow. So I can't come and shove stuff coming down over the bow right now. It'll mess up the lines and the flow we have going. You can do it, it just will make your work look not as clean and neat, and you won't have that fluid movement that you're looking for. So kind of set yourself a transition and stick with it if you can. So I'm going to use some of our greenery for that. And these pieces are so easy to work with because you just push them right up. And I can make them nice and kind of chunky full. But I'm going to still cut this really long, right? Okay. Hi, Kathy. Happy Valentine's Day to you, too. All right, and I'll bring this one kind of the inside, just bring it in here. And we'll pop her in. Perfect. And then how about a little bit like right in the middle of the bow? I think that would be cute too. I like to make those little clusters like that. I'm going to put one right in the center. And then I can kind of pull it forward, I bet, to go in the middle of that bow. Ooh, let's do that. I like that. Okay, how about one underneath too, right in the middle? Y'all, this is coming together so super cute. I love it. We are going to have a few daisies left that we might use in a different project later. So you didn't need all of. Oh, that's perfect. It looks nice and full. Let's see what I want to do with this one. I think it's looking pretty cute, y'all. Look at that. Isn't she cute? I'll get some finished pictures of her tomorrow and share them with you. But I think she turned out adorable. She's adorable. Thank you so much. Linda says the quality of Keleas products. I love that. Oh, thank you so much, Linda. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys liked it. Everywhere I'm seeing great feedback. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed creating it with me. And I hope you come back and hang out for more videos. Get on our text list. Design School is going to be opening up for the spring, and we'd love to have you in class. We'll be texting out when it's open. You can come join us. So just go to Text Keleas. It's TEXTKELEA. Pretty easy. You can follow us all the places that you're watching. That always helps us out. And don't just do that for me. Any creators you like. Sometimes you just see the videos, you forget to follow and like. If you like them, follow, like, subscribe, do all the things so that their content will come up. It really helps them as a creator. And so I appreciate it, but everybody does who you enjoy. If you like cooking or creating, woodworking, all the things, gardening, all that fun stuff, make sure you're supporting the people who do that. And of course, we would appreciate if you come shopping with us over at our website anytime. It keeps me being able to do videos like this for you. So thanks for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Bloomerinos. Y'all go have fun with flowers. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, I'm going to say bye to you guys on Facebook. Thanks for being here. I will see you next time. I'm going to say bye at TikTok last.